All right. Hello, grade 8. It is time for the water cycle. The water cycle. How old do you think a glass of water is? Do, 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 do. Give up? The Earth has only a limited amount of water, and it keeps recycling it. So the water we drink today is the same water that was here during the dinosaurs. Ugh. Interesting. The recycling of water over and over again is called the water cycle. There are 4 main parts of the water cycle. Think about weather. Can you name some of the forms of water that we get with the weather? I bet you can. Ding, 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 rain. Ding, 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 snow. Ding, 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 sleet. Ding, 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 hail. Do you know what evaporation is? Let's find out, shall we? Evaporation is when the sun heats up water in rivers, lakes, or oceans and turns it into vapor or steam. The water, vapor, or steam leaves the river, lake, or ocean and goes into the air. Have you ever seen a boiling kettle? Do you see the steam rising? That's evaporation. What do you think happens to the steam from rivers and lakes when it gets high in the air? It forms clouds. You know what that's called? Starts with the letter C. Condensation. What is condensation, you ask? Well, water vapor in the air gets cold and changes back into liquid, forming clouds. This is called condensation. What do you think happens to the water in the clouds? It falls back to the earth as rain, snow, sleet, or hail. And do you know what the scientific name for that process is? Precipitation. What is precipitation, you ask? Well, precipitation occurs when so much water is condensed that the air cannot hold it anymore. Clouds get very heavy and the water falls back to the earth in the form of, you guessed it, rain, snow, sleet, or hail. Where does the water go after it falls back to earth? It goes into the ground or back into the rivers, lakes, and oceans. This is called a collection. When water falls back to earth as precipitation, it may fall back in the oceans, lakes, or rivers, or it may end up on land. When it ends up on land, it will either soak into the earth and become part of the groundwater that plants and animals use to drink, or it may run over the soil and collect in the oceans, lakes, or rivers, where the cycle starts all over again. All right, some things to think about grade 8. Looking at this diagram, next class, will you be able to show me what condensation is, where the ocean is, evaporation, cloud formation, groundwater, precipitation, transpiration, and runoff? All concepts we will talk about next class. It's been a lovely little sing-song grade 8, and I will see you next science class. Bye-bye.